Catholic Charities, Diocese of Norwich is an independent 501c3 organization that provides a wide variety of support services for the surrounding communities. Our philosophy is to provide help and create hope for our neighbors in need, regardless of religion or ethnicity. Our goal is to assist individuals in meeting their most basic human needs, such as food, shelter, clothing, as well as to support and strengthen and empower them to attain their highest level of self-sufficiency through a variety of education and enrichment programs. At Catholic Charities, we truly feel that strong individuals and families are the building blocks to creating a solid community.
We have locations in Norwich, New London, Willimantic, and Middletown. I think it's important for people to understand that while we are a Catholic organization, we serve everyone, regardless of religion, regardless of belief. We truly are here for the entire community.
There's a lot of human need out there, and it seems as though that need increases rather than, decreasing. And so every time we turn around, there are more and more people in need.
The primary goal of our emergency services program is to help meet immediate basic needs for individuals and families. This would include things like emergency food from food pantries, shelter and rent utility assistance, prescription assistance when needed, and emergency transportation. We also provide emergency financial assistance. We help give out information and refer to other community resources when appropriate. And we also have case managers that will help follow the families who are facing crisis situations until they can find a more stable situation. So our case managers help individuals and families navigate through hardships that they may be facing. So this might be something such as a fire in the home, a flood, family violence, or loss of income due to loss of a job. The case managers will meet regularly with clients. They really get to know their situation and what their needs are to help get them back on their feet. In the case of a more chronic situation where a family's facing more chronic poverty, case manager will help provide referrals for job counseling, continued education services, referrals to other resources in the community, as well as referrals to our own behavioral health clinic for individuals and family who need mental health services.
Basic Needs Emergency Services is a program for people that are in need of help, whether it would be rental, electricity, medication, housing, any basic needs that they're lacking in because of financial problems. For example, we have people that worked at the casino, and they have such cutbacks, and then and their whole life changes because they own homes, they have car payments that they can't afford, and when they get unemployment, it's not the same because they're not going to make the same money they made working at the casino, or even at EB or other areas that they made a lot of money at one time. And I've seen a lot of people that are coming in here that they're just middle class people, and then they came in and they're here, and some of them are really embarrassed to come in, but they have no choice. We try to make them feel comfortable. We try to, show them that we know, we understand their situation and we're here to help them. Charity for me means to give, to help, to do the best we can for people.
I saw the Catholic Charities website. I went online and I emailed the director information about my son, as well as a scenario about what needs I had. I think it was 2 days after I emailed the director of Catholic Charities, I received a call from a Rosalinda, and she asked if I could meet with her, and I did, and she was very professional. And after a brief 3 minutes of introducing myself, it seems like she was genuinely concerned with me and my family, and very protective of what information I gave her, not to give her too much, that she didn't need a lot of information, details that I've been so used to giving doctors. And I gave it to her, filled out information, and she asked me what it was that I needed. And I just said, not much. My children just would like a toy. I just want something underneath the tree. I'm not able to work, and explain the situation to her. I was completely overwhelmed by the response. I couldn't believe it. I look back and it was just such a need at that time, and everything was there. There were such good thoughts left in the cards. There were gift cards from all places, the grocery stores, the gas stations, Walmart, a plethora of cash and checks, and I just felt the need to thank everybody. And I think that when people donate to Catholic Charities, I think they need to understand that it is meeting a need, that it's not a frivolous need, that it's somebody that truly is trying.
I would say there's probably two categories of people who pass through our doors. One is the family who's in distress. It could be a one-time, the car broke down, and they have to choose between paying the rent or getting the car repaired. They're gonna fix that car so they can get to work on Monday. Therefore, they're gonna be short on the rent. So they come to us and ask us for some help.
Like I said, my father had died, I believe it was on a Thursday, and I found out Thursday night. So I had Friday to try to find a way to get down south to the funeral. Without Catholic Charity, my father had passed away about 2 months ago, and I came to talk to Rosa and Catholic Charity, and if it wasn't for them, I would never made it to the funeral. And I had to go all the way down south, so that's something I would never, ever, ever forget, what they have done for me. I went to everyone possible to try to help me to get down there, and Catholic Charity came through for me. Without them, I would have never made it.
One of the best kept secrets at Catholic Charities is our licensed and accredited outpatient behavioral mental health clinic. The clinic provides comprehensive care for people of all ages, socioeconomic backgrounds, and regardless of their religion. Some of the services offered at the clinic include individual and group counseling, family and marriage therapy, in addition to an adolescent substance abuse treatment program. We also do have a psychiatrist on staff who's able to prescribe medications when needed. Services through the clinic are provided with the understanding that well-functioning individuals, along with strengthened families, can really work together in creating a healthier community.
My name's Ben Locosto. I'm a clinical social worker, and I've been with Catholic Charities for 6 years. We see everyone. I mean, we have people here that are in their 80s and people here that are 8. We really run the gamut of people, so it's very difficult to say what a typical client is. However, I guess we kind of mimic societally. The main issues are depression, stress, anxiety. So if that would be a very typical diagnosis. We do a lot of marital work, a lot of family work as well. We are Catholic Charities. However, that's not to dissuade anyone if they're not Catholic. And our job is not necessarily or in any way to convert anybody, but to just help the community. And I think, as the bishop said, we do it because Christ would have done it. So that's our mission.
I'm Susan Sademski, Director of Adoption Programs, and we help couples to adopt children, whether domestically or internationally. There are so many couples today that are not able to have a child on their own, and adoption is a way for them to form their family. We have couples here who have been waiting a year or two to adopt a child. And if anyone was ever even considering adoption or wanted to know about it, we're here to talk to them and just let them know how adoption works. I can't think of a more loving act than a woman who would say, I'm going to go through the struggle of 9 months of pregnancy and the pain of labor and the knowledge of what this loss will bring, because this is the best decision for my baby. It's been amazing because in the 6 years that I've been here, we've never turned away a baby. We have homes for any baby that has needed one.
I was adopted when I was 4 months by Korean parents from Korea, and then somewhere along when I became 20, I followed my birth mother's footsteps and became pregnant and became a birth mom. I had a very good experience through Catholic Charities. Every step of the way, she was with me, and even afterwards, I received a lot of support, and I got to know Susan. We kept in touch all these years, so Catholic Charities is now a big part of my life. My parents actually told me I was adopted when I was 2. I have no recollection of that, but I do remember them sitting me down at 6, telling me that I'm a gift. And that was actually one of the most comforting and the best thing that a 6-year-old could hear, that you're like a gift from God. And I really think it is.
The mortgage counseling program here at Catholic Charities is really a great asset to the community. So we seek support and educate the local community on the responsibilities of owning a home. We also help people navigate through the foreclosure process. So people who have gotten notices for mortgage delinquency can come to Catholic Charities and meet with our housing counselors, go through some budget and credit counseling, and really figure out how A, they can stay in their homes if that's what they would like, or B, if that's not the best option for them, how they can move forward.
Recently, I heard a story of somebody who had services here many years ago, and now they want to find a way to give back. And to me, that's the ultimate compliment of any service, is that that somebody says, it's my turn to pay back for what I received.
Without donation, the office will be closed, because that's is that heart of the office.
The grants that come in, the generosity of the support of the diocese, and people who come through our doors every day and drop off that box of diapers, or that bag of groceries, or that $25 check.
If there's one message, it's that that even though you may not see Catholic Charities' name, there's a really good chance that we've helped somebody you know. We at Catholic Charities wouldn't be here without the donations of all of those in the community, whether it's just private donors, whether it's funding through other grants, but what sustains us are the donations from a vast list of very generous people in the community that keep us in business to keep serving others.
Charity is one of 3 theological virtues: faith, hope, and charity. And we're told of the 3, charity is the greatest because it will last.
Charity, to me, embodies compassion.
Giving and not receiving.
It's the unselfish way of say to other, come, let's do it together.
I think that charity is to make a loving act with nothing in return.
Ultimately, charity to me is about giving to others in a way that they ultimately will be able to sustain for themselves.
Here at Catholic Charities, we're truly committed to help build strong families and an even stronger community through helping our neighbors in need. We want you to know we're here for you, providing help, creating hope.